Hey, howdy. Okay, so, the plan for today is, Turtle Odyssey 2. I don't know if it's going to be good. Apparently it's by a completely different studio. It's by Realore Studios and not by Nevasoft, which I actually wasn't aware of. My assumption is that my assumption initially was that both of these were by the same company, but I guess not. So give me just a moment to pull up the game. There you are. And we can get going. So this game is apparently, it's a little bit longer than Turtle Odyssey 1. It's roughly 3 hours. I guess we just get started. Not really much to do otherwise. I bumped into a block of ice so hard that it cracked. Who is this creature coming out of the crack? Look, it's so furry. Wait, who are you? Where are you from? What the hell? Okay, so it's the same structure, five whatevers to pass. These sound effects are already sounding very familiar, but I don't know how many of these are recycled in Super Cow. I'm pretty sure that's why I'm recognizing them. And it looks like, yeah, the bug when holding left and right at the same time was fixed. Oh god. Seems like this game has the same level of polish that the original game did, which is, I mean, it's got some polish. Even some rocks that you find on the ground have a little bit of polish to them. What is this? Somehow I remember this. Huh. And apparently, according to howlongtobeat.com, it's roughly 3 hours, roughly 4.5 hours if you're going for full completion. So this is probably going to take something like 3 hours, probably, because if it's anything like Super Cow, the added time comes from how much of a pain in the ass it is to get all the gold in each level. God, it's so hitting it. It's so, oh my god. Why is that animation so bad? There's not even sound effects when you jump on top of them. You just kind of... it's a little poofed. That trophy sound effect is familiar somehow. But today is going to be a freaking busy day, because I think the plan right now is to do this, and then right after I'm done, I'm going to record To the Moon. Hello, speaking of To the Moon. I'm going to record To the Moon because, you know, as it happens, I have recorded 1 episode out of what will probably be like 4 or 5. And I need to get that done by Thursday, otherwise I'm gonna start Hylix, and I will have done everything out of order. Everything will come crashing down, etc., etc. Why did that even hurt? Why did that hurt me? It's an interesting sort of effect when it comes to free time, that now that I'm not bogged down by acres and upon acres of homework and tests and what have you, now I'm saddling myself with a whole bunch of work of a different variety. In the form of like obligation to play games or to watch TV shows or to just do things that I wasn't able to do before. Feels like weirdly enough, it feels like a chore, even though I've wanted to do this for a while. This already feels a lot more active and a lot more difficult than Turtle Odyssey. We haven't even gotten to the mean stuff yet. This is just like generic enemies that do generic enemy things. If it continues in this fashion, I guess the one thing that I remember from this game more than anything is the jingle when you lose a life. So I guess we'll see if that holds water. Har har. If I didn't have self-control, I would be making ocean puns this entire time. I can't even make 2007 a Turtle Odyssey. I can't even make that joke because I said I wouldn't make it. Because I already made it last time. The graphics are significantly better. The foreground looks like slightly better, but the backgrounds look way, way better. Much higher quality. They're also not just real-ass pictures anymore, it's more artistic. Because I'm fairly certain in the first game the backgrounds are just... They're just like scuba images of like the Great Barrier Reef or something like that. They just feel like real pictures, and not in a way of like, wow, it looks so realistic. Nope, they are just, it's just a scan of a real picture. And it feels weird calling it a scan because, I mean, it is a photograph, but with this resolution, it may as well not even be a photograph. Right, I gotta make sure not to skip past these in case it does give me the bonus level, and whatever the hell that entails. I got an extra lucky star. Cool. What does that do? What is with the margins? I had a wonderful time in Arctic, and I met a strange, heavily furry fish. There are no such, but I saw it. Strange. I don't like it. Go to the Pearl and ask her about the fish. But the Pearl is out of her mind. How come she might know a thing about the furry fish? Just go. It's not a good sign. I feel something bad is about to happen. I'm slowly going crazy reading this dialogue, but I'm gonna keep reading it. Octopi are slow and unfriendly. Jump on them to destroy. Wandering fish guard their territory, and if not destroyed, can hurt Ozzy. Okay. Just the way that this game feels, it feels like it was made by people who now have a better grasp of how to make games. Because Turtle Odyssey felt very experimental, like, hey, we can make a game, we could sell it on a store, we can make some cash. This feels a bit more standard. It's like people wanted another Turtle Odyssey game, so we're gonna make them another Turtle Odyssey game. Though I guess that comes down to the different development studio, huh? Because this wasn't a Nevasoft one. Or maybe it was. I don't know the ins and outs. Maybe this was developed by a studio and that studio was like brought into the fold PopCap style. They just have like, it was developed by a satellite studio or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know the specifics of what are essentially indie developers from the year 2007, man. Because this is just how indie games worked back then. Without Steam, it was just you had storefronts like Wild Tangent or Big Fish Games. You would make the game yourself. You would contract out a company like Big Fish Games to publish them for you. But unlike Steam is like Steam and I mean even the Epic Game Store, but the Epic Game Store not quite as much when it comes to freedom of the developer. Because even for the EGS, there's that sort of clause that if you make a game with Unreal, it has to, I don't know the specifics, it's like it has to stay on the Epic Game Store for a certain amount of time, or it just has to stay, it doesn't mean that it has to stay there permanently, because Deep Rock Galactic has been on Steam for most of its life, but there's some sort of clause that it also has to be on the EGS or something, because games like Antichamber, and I think the other example that comes to mind is Diabolical, an arena shooter that has kind of been, unfortunately, forgotten about because it's been locked to the EGS. I think because it uses Unreal, but I don't even know the specifics. Maybe it's like they get funding or something if they keep it on the Epic Game Store. But it's an unfortunate situation that Diabolical ended up in, because then, if they're getting funding from the Epic Games, as long as it's on the EGS, hardly anyone plays that game anymore. So now the only way that they really make income is the checks that they get from Epic by keeping their game on their store. But I'm happy that Steam exists and, you know, allows people to actually sell games on the platform and also just buy games on the platform. Because part of the deal for a lot of them was, come on. part of the deal was also that so many of the games, you got trials. Seahorse? Mount? What is this? While riding a seahorse, you can make it jump by pressing the left mouse button. Seahorse can get rid of a monster by jumping on it, just like Ozzy. Okay. Oh, I've seen the screenshot. Oh my god, these sprites. That is just, again, the sprites generally look better. That is just a real-ass screenshot of a sea urchin. Or that is just a real picture of a sea urchin from some scuba expedition to the Great Barrier Reef or something. That's kind of hilarious. I kind of wish that aspect of online gaming would come back. Just that idea of demos and free trials and game manuals and stuff like that. Because like our current situation is, in almost every respect, it's way better than the old ways. Hey, I'm gonna be honest, I also almost forgot about the stream. It's a very nice day out. And I'm spending most of it playing this crusty old game from my childhood. Somehow I don't remember the seahorse at all. I don't remember most of this so far. I think I remember the sound effects, but I haven't lost a life yet, so I haven't heard the life loss jingle, so I can't really confirm if I recognize that. I'm sure I will eventually, though. This game seems significantly harder than the first one. I mean, that's something that I remember from when I was younger, is that I would almost never finish games. I was the type of person that would just play 15 minutes of 15 different games. Yeah, like the free trial kind of thing. Because that's just the kind of attitude that stuff like Wild Tangent, Big Fish games sort of fostered. Because you could try as many games as you wanted for free for an hour, but after that hour you had to pay for it. Come on. I don't know this for sure, but my fear with that kind of system is that I fear that it would kind of like how you can tell what parts of games were made before gaming expos when you eventually get to the final product. I imagine it's a similar kind of thing, that you can definitely feel a difference in quality between where the demo ends and the rest of the game starts. Alright, Feeding Frenzy's super short. Something else that comes to mind is the masterpieces from Super Smash Bros. Trying frantically to beat like Earthbound and Super Metroid in under an hour and not even getting past the first few battles or the first few areas. That was always a cute thing. Sad they didn't bring it over into Smash Ultimate, but I imagine it was kind of a headache to implement. Okay, let's see what happens when you die. Oops. Okay. Health carries over between levels, so... Next level, I'm curious what happens when you die. You got an extra level. Okay. Okay. I see. Never mind, health does not carry over. I mean, this is cute. But I'm in this sort of limbo state with so many of these games that I've either played the entire game or I've played like 3 levels. Okay, those are not thorns, those are sea urchins. Thorns that stick out of the surface. I definitely prefer how they looked in the first game, where they were cute little guys. These just look like, I mean, they look like real images of sea urchins, because I'm pretty sure they are real images of sea urchins. But with a lot of the PopCap stuff, it's a weird sort of limbo, where I've played basically none of them, but I still have memories of them. Also, yeah, Preko uploaded a new video. It's of it's Yume Sushin, which I still haven't played, so I've been holding off from watching it until I end up playing it myself. I've been slacking on both of the new games, so I gotta set aside some time to play Oversomnia and some time to play Yume Sushin. Because I haven't touched either of them, but Yume Sushin, based on the 5 minutes of gameplay that I've seen, it looks adorable. Dot flow's so good. I'm a sucker for good spooky atmosphere in horror. So that game was a lot of fun for me. Weirdly enough, it reminds me a lot of interest that I get out of Dot Flow. It's very similar to Slay the Princess in a way. It's like often very gross and disturbing, but in a way that's very intriguing. Slay the Princess was also amazing. And they have a big update in the works, apparently, that they're dubbing the Pristine Cut, that increases the amount of content in the game by around a quarter, and adds expands on a few paths, adds a few new paths. It should be great. I'm definitely going to play through the new content. It's funny too that my initial thought when I was playing, when I saw it, is that, like, wow, this looks really cool, but I'm worried it's just gonna be, you know, it's just gonna be a horny game. And I'm not gonna pretend that the game didn't have some aspects of that, but it was very tactful, which I wasn't expecting. Also, I'm going to assume this is the Pearl, which means boss? Okay. It's one of these. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's so fast. God, you know what this reminds me of? That's scuffed. This reminds me of the, come on. This reminds me of the, Treasure Chest Mimic boss from Rogue Legacy 2, which, that boss, good game, that boss sucks. It's so obnoxious. Look what I've got. I told you the fish exists. Wow, I thought the furry fish died long ago. So you knew it exists and you haven't told me. Long ago, there has been a fish called Icy. It was cruel and made many bad deeds to all of us. Most probably, you accidentally freed her from the ice captivity. You have to find her and get her back where it belongs. The only way to do it is to sing sing a special song that would cause ice to close down around Icy. Oh god, this is the this is the boss from the first game, isn't it? I recognize that. Yeah, this is just that boss from the first game, but tiny. Oh. Has there been a double jump this entire time? Why is there like a contextual double jump? What's going on? Oh, it's like a vault basically. Wait, super weird. Why do I have a contextual double jump? That's such a weird decision. Yeah, what the hell? Oh, it's just after landing. What the hell? What a weird mechanic. Oh god, I was about to say they brought back the rope physics from Super Cow. The rope physics probably originated from this game, because I believe Super Cow came out after this. Okay, never mind. This isn't the Donkey Kong Country ropes, thankfully. This is a different kind of rope. I feel way too mobile. That double jump just doesn't feel right. It's like it feels like I have a mobility option I shouldn't have yet. I guess the levels will probably adapt once they tutorialize it. But I do wonder what the heck comes after this, because I'm probably not going to play more games, more platformers, unless there's some special sauce to them, like maybe I have nostalgia for it, or someone in the comments has nostalgia for it. A series I kind of want to try is, or I suppose retry, is Build-A-Lot. Either Build-A-Lot or Collapse. Or I guess Super Collapse. Collapse is a very weird series with a very weird sort of progression. So I actually don't know what games happen in what order. But Collapse is cool. I'm pretty sure if my dates are right, I'm pretty sure Collapse was the inspiration for Big Money. Because PopCap has kind of a tradition of taking other people's games and arcadeifying them. And Big Money is another one on that list. It would be really funny to play all three of those, to play like three of those sorts of games in sequence, to play Collapse, the original Collapse, and then after that to play, let's see, play the original Collapse, and then play Big Money, and then play the Webkinz game Cash Cow, which is pretty obviously meant to be a spoof of Big Money. I have to wonder how those, like, those sites of, like, Webkins and Neopets, I wonder how they work now that Flash is down. Because that was, like, the thing for those kinds of websites. Is they would have the Tamagotchi virtual pet kind of aspect to them, but then they would also have the crusty Flash games that were definitely based on other people's games, but with a Neopets or Webkins skin on them. But now that there's no more Flash, I wonder what they do with themselves. My best guess is browser games made in Unity instead. Okay, these are the ropes that I was thinking of. And I have to dismount with spacebar, which is very weird. Ooh, that's a lot of speed. But it's really hard to tell with some games whether it's one game ripping off the other game's concept or whether it's something closer to Convergent Evolution. There's 2 or 3 different games that all have some progenitor game on an older system that they took heavy inspiration from. Because with Bejeweled took pretty heavy inspiration from, what is the name of it? It's actually not the Colors game. I ended up deducing, oh, it's the stupid plants, right? I ended up deducing it's actually not the Colors game, weirdly enough. There's a completely different game that is referred to as the Colors game in like an interview with Jason Kapalka and some of the PopCap people, and it's actually a completely different game. There's just 2 different games, or maybe he took inspiration from both or something, but there's an older, I think it's a Russian game? Luxor. I should play through the Luxor games too. That's another just great, very nostalgic series. Cause I don't even remember. Those games are like Zuma, right? Or I think they have a slightly different gameplay loop. Next time we get to a level exit, I'll jog my memory, because it's been a second since I've actually gone and looked for more downloadable games to try out. Interesting. I'm above max health. I guess I'm just never gonna die, huh? I am very excited for April Fool's Day, because I've got some plans for April Fool's Day, let's say. My plan right now is, it's kind of annoying that April Fool's Day falls on a Monday, so I'm going to be busy for a good chunk of the day. But the second that I have free time, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to publish a mod to the Isaac Workshop. That mod being a mod that simulates a BOGO sort, which has a catastrophically low chance of actually working. I think I ran the numbers and it's on average it should take a little over 100,000 years to sort fully. But I have a program that works within Isaac that just does that automatically and just runs through one sort every I forget the speed. I think I'm also going to make the speed toggle over time. I'm just gonna turn it on, I'm gonna go live on YouTube, and then I'm just gonna leave it there for a few hours. I feel like that could be very amusing. And I'll just have like a super long Yumatuki music playlist going on in the background or something. While people sit there and watch something that is even slower than paint drying. Like mathematically many magnitudes slower than watching paint dry. Oh, cute. If I had more foresight, or if I was better at like Python scripts, I would add something like maybe some interaction when people donate money, or maybe it's like chat commands or something like that. I'll save that for next year, I guess. Because if all goes well, I'm definitely doing this again next year. I have no health right now. I guess next hit I take kills me. Damn. These ramps are so pathetic. Wee. What are these like pen nib stalactites? What's with those? This is a very menacing image. It doesn't even give the thing a name. It chases after all who come close to it. The checkpoint required blood sacrifice. Oh, there it is. Okay, Okay, so it doesn't really chase after everything that comes near it. It kind of just flops onto the ground near you like a buzzy beetle. It is also funny just to see these, because it's a sort of genre of, like, I can't believe it says greed, really? I got punished for my greed and hubris. Oh yeah, the graphics are way better. All these games that they fill a space that I like to think of as, I can't believe it's not Mario. It's all these mascot, like all of these games that are definitely supposed to be mascot platformers, but without a recognizable mascot, it's kind of just a platformer. Oh yeah, shoot, it's been almost an hour, huh? So the free trial would have probably run out by now, because a lot of them are somewhere between like 30 to 40, 45 minutes. Closer to 45 minutes or an hour if they're feeling generous, but I don't think they're feeling generous with this one. But I'm excited for April Fools, because again, the people that watch the normal content here and the people that watch the Isaac content are two completely different crowds, and it's kind of hilarious to me how dramatically different the attitudes are. The attitudes and just the everything. Because I don't think I genuinely, in the Tuki community, I don't think I've met anyone that was genuinely unpleasant. And there are people, of course, because, you know, there's unpleasant people in every community. That's just how communities work, but Tuki community is amazing. The Isaac community, on the other hand, is, how to put it? They're a bunch of teenagers who think they're way funnier than they actually are. I think that's the kindest thing I can say about them. The same kind of people who said get good back when people actually said get good now say skill issue instead, and most of those people are Isaac fans. So it's the same kinds of people that said get good back then. That's annoying. So whenever it okay, thanks, Sisyphus, whoever just pushed this rock down the hill. Okay, that looks weird. It's interesting to see, like, stage elements actually working with each other and being programmed to have interactions with one another. Like the stalactites killing enemies when they fall on them, and the crabs pushing boulders. It's interesting. A lot more thought has gone into this game than the first one, clearly. Maybe not more thought, but more skill of designing platformers than previously. Oh, the stars are for the wheel. Okay. Here goes the fish, and it's not alone. What these two are up to. I'm glad I found the portal, but it seems they found it too. I have to follow them. A portal? I guess I'm going to have a hard time dealing with them, and the general took a G-clef that opens the portal. I need to solve the puzzle and get the G-clef back. Okay? Oh, wow. This is not what I expected at all. What am I looking at? This looks like a Pokemon. What is this? Oh well. Who cares about lives? You have plenty of them. Get over here so I can kick your ass. Okay, the bosses so far are considerably worse. I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Ooh. I like the look of this place. Danger. Oops. Danger. I was expecting that to be an insta-kill. Thankfully, it wasn't. But I mean, when it comes to games that this sort of genre is clearly taking inspiration from, I feel like Mario isn't really the where a lot of the inspiration comes from. It might just come from Donkey Kong Country. It's based on the style and the bonus levels and the okay. And the ropes. And just like the way that the enemies are designed, it just kind of just reminds me of Donkey Kong Country. Oh, wait. So there's real sea urchins now, so why were there photorealistic sea urchins earlier if they're also going to have the real one, the cartoony ones? Whoa. Actually, like, decently well thought out placements of these. This just feels like a direct improvement in almost every way so far. That's the exact same hint that they gave me originally. Oh, it's because these are hermit crabs now. Now they take 2 hits. How scary. Oh god, you. I guess this is just a regular old puffer fish now. I feel bad for them now. Oh, they like roll down now. That's cool. Cue me. I mean, just look at these and tell me that they're not piranha plants. I'm sure they thought they were being so clever. I don't know what I just did, but I just killed both of them at the same time. What even is that? Ooh, now the crabs can throw their shells. Whoa! I'm surprised there are so many people here, considering this is, well, this. But I'm happy y'all are here. Okay, now to see what the hell this is. I saw like a rockin'... Oh. Well, I found the person who can teach me to sing the song, but nobody wants to do it out of free will. I must win a dancing show. I will do my best. I just have no other choice. I did it. I won the show. Who's gonna teach me singing? I will teach you, but first get the notes from the guitarist. What? What is this? Easy peasy every time. What a boss fight. Are we already almost at the ice boss? Now I've learned the song, but I don't know really. I don't know if the ice song is a MacGuffin or if it's just, or if it's like the first game where now I have the ability to shoot gun. Maybe it's like the first game where I get the ability to shoot gun and then I spend the rest of my time fighting, murdering all of the bosses that I just fought. Hello. It's coconuts again. Yippee. I love reusing assets. Like, the game design feels better and worse. On one hand, it feels like it's higher production value, but it's like the levels are slightly better thought out, but it does just feel a lot more generic. I don't know why. I think the difference is that, I mean, the bosses are way worse, of course, but the bosses were bad in the first one, so I feel like the difference is that before the bosses were bad because they were kind of just weird and unwieldy. Here they're just easy. They're just really, really easy. I don't know if that's gonna change. Because again, this game supposedly has a runtime of 3 hours. So unless I'm severely missing something here, we're gonna be done way before that. Ooh, big fish. I'm going to assume that's our big fish that we're hunting. I haven't had to really think about what I'm doing for any of them, not even the bosses, really. The bosses, for that last boss, I kind of just sat there right above his head, ogled at how weird the guitarist design was, and then I had already won the fight. So maybe that changes? That might be part of the reason why this game has such a long runtime, because this seems like the kind of game that would be a nightmare at 100%. As I said it earlier, the difference between the 100% completion time and the any percent completion time on howlongtobeat.com, the difference in time is 1.5 hours. And that's presumably if you know where everything is. It's like, I don't want to know how long this would take. To 100% this game is a clueless 11-year-old who's kind of just wandering around and picking up all the coins that they see. I should know, because I was that clueless 11-year-old at a certain point. But I've learned from playing Psychonauts that even when a game is designed to be 100% completed, sometimes it's just not worth it. It's just not worth the grief. Ooh. Okay, now these things have spikes. Those are spikes, okay. Oh my god. Okay, I found the top of the map. I get the feeling that's not intended. I love how I freaking... Oh god, I'm all the way back here. I love how I fell down that steep slope. Like a slide in a playground. So I didn't even slide down it, I just fell and then like sputtered my way down the rest of it. Oh yeah, I completely missed this flag. Oops. Go, kill. Random ice physics are not the move. Okay. I'm finding increasingly weird and goofy ways to die. Hey. I mean, I feel like part of the reason why this game's harder is it just throws enemies directly at you. The other game was more about the platforming. This one kind of just shoves enemies in your face. Hello. Like that. Oh, come on, I was so close. Guess I'm going the long way. I swear, every time I take a shortcut, I end up losing. I end up losing more progress because I die to something stupid, and then I get sent all the way back. And then I take the expected path, and there's a checkpoint within like the next 20 feet. I'm not gonna question it. I don't even know what just killed me. One of the ice balls, I think. Money. What is this? What kind of goofy looking fish is this? Okay, good to know. They shoot ice balls at you. Man, I do not like that you cling on the walls automatically. Or cling on the walls, that you cling onto ladders automatically. I also don't like those ice ball enemies, and those definitely don't look like ice. Oh god. Now the pufferfish can throw their spikes. I have to wonder, how does the game progress from here? Because it's already kind of doing that thing when you get to the end, near the end of the game, where it just starts, the game kind of just starts throwing shit at you to see if you'll notice. So the question is this the end of the game, or is this halfway through the game? Because I feel like I've been kind of breezy. I've been kind of quick going through this game. Question is, was the person who recorded that time also going super slow? Or were they going at my pace? I guess we'll find out. If I had like fallen a little bit lower on that ladder, that damage would have been almost unavoidable. Thanks, game. Ooh, slightly invisible platform. How interesting. Alright, now these guys shoot projectiles too. Oh, that's obnoxious. That is really fast. Okay, nice. Basically every enemy's been buffed at this point. Kinda concerning, because again, if this isn't the end of the game, these next few areas are gonna suck. Because now everything save for the amoebas are stronger. And I guess save for those little fish that chase you, but they seem like they're fine as is. Oh. The infighting just saved my life, I think. The ice ball, I love that the ice balls can hurt the other enemies. Brr, it's freezing. I must find seahorses. They will tell me what's going on in here. Hi, what happened here? Why is it so cold? I'm making a pie. Want some? I just want to point out the flower on the table that's named Flower with a W. Icy found the ocean heater and froze it. Okay. Use the boomerang? Do I have a boomerang? There must be one down here. Oh. Have I had a projectile this whole time? Wait a tick. I do have a fire button. I haven't been using it at all. Great. Okay, so I've had a projectile this whole time and I've literally never used it because... Okay. Rip Bozo. Smell you later, buddy. Was that it? There's no way. That's the entire game. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. That was simpler than I thought. Well, there's trophies. That's cute. Alright, well that was something. Neat? I expected that to take the whole 3 hours. I guess that's it. That's it then. See, that's cute. I expected that game to be way longer, unless I missed something huge, but that seemed like that was the entire game. So, Maybe it just felt longer because it was hard. It was harder. I don't know. Kind of disappointed, honestly. I expected that game to be roughly twice the size that it was. Because in the last one, you did like you fight all the bosses, and then you get the ability, you get the projectile, and then you go back through and refight all the bosses. There, I went through the whole game, didn't realize I had a projectile until the very end, and then used it to clown on the boss, and then the game was over. So it's not that far off, but it's a lot more. It's a lot more disappointing. But yeah, I guess that'll do it for me. Next one we're doing is Hylix, right? Let me check the schedule. I have it lying around here somewhere. Yeah. Next thing on the 4th of April is going to be Hylix, which is going to be great. Hylix is ridiculous in a very fun way, very weird and psychedelic and it's claymation-y. Very cool game. Looking forward to it. But yeah, that's all I got. It's not even dinner time. I can't even say I'm gonna go get some dinner. I guess I'm just gonna go drink some water and then do something else.